And then next to her, over to my right, I have Miss Joy Ofodu.
Oh, hey.
Joy is a brand marketing coordinator at Instagram, and she actually played a pivotal role in a major campaign at Instagram called Share Black Stories. What's really exciting about Joy is she specializes a lot in communication, and she bridges that gap between a passion project as well as professionalism within a large corporation.
My mission is to empower girls in underrepresented communities on and offline, and I carry that mission with me every day. I also carry my identity with me every day. You don't really get a choice. When you're a Black woman in America, you kind of carry a burden of representation with you every single place that you go. So it's like I decide how much of that I want to bring into my work, but often it's just innate. Like, I'm here as myself to represent other women like me to the best of my ability and to improve the platform, particularly Instagram, for people like me. So when we came out with Share Black Stories, which is, it's really a campaign to uplift and inspire the Black community in the United States on Instagram, encouraging people to share stories of like identity and cultural pride and perseverance. This is something that we knew, we're not pitching this as a passion project. We're letting you know that it's integral to the business and it's everybody's job. In February, during Black History Month, since then we've had 21,000 community contributions with folks like Michelle Obama and Ilhan Omar just organically joining in. And so this was an awesome signal for us that like it's everyone's job. We're all going to chime in. And when you do that, when you uplift communities, especially underrepresented communities, it benefits everyone. Who's heard like bring your authentic self to work? Like hands up, you've heard that before? And then who feels actually empowered and comfortable to do it at work? Oh no, don't say no one. Uh-oh. But also like there are two things I don't compromise on. And one of them is like my health. So I will never, you talked about like not sleeping. That was a big sort of failure I would consider like in my sort of like earlier days and internships and things, that I was always willing to sacrifice my health, my mental health or physical well-being to get the job done. I no longer think that's worth it. I'm like a vehement advocate against that. Ariana Huffington, Sleep Revolution, all that. So one is my health, but the other one is like the truth. So that like no matter how I'm showing up, where I'm showing up, I'm always going to be honest. I'm not going to show up in the workplace, sit at a table, hear something that I don't agree with, and just sit quietly and smile for the sake of being accepted or for the sake of getting the project through. If I feel it in my gut, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say something. If they don't like it, then that's not where I belong. And I've always felt like I belong everywhere because I'm walking in that truth, no matter where I am. So the kind of reviews that I get in my like performance summary at Instagram or at Facebook, those words are similar to how my friends would describe me. Like, you're not getting a different Joy online versus offline, and my friends wouldn't describe me different than my boss or my manager. Like, literally, if you guys log onto my story right now, I'm twerking in my towel on my way to the conference. That's just like who I am. I'm bringing myself and my energy. My manager and everyone follows me, coworkers, etc. We're living in an interesting time where this online personal branding thing means that you're just hyper visible. So you can negotiate it by putting a little dash of you here and a drop of you there. But I think it's mentally straining and draining. So instead of doing that, instead of trying to piece yourself and dish it out where you think it's going to be accepted, just bring all of you everywhere. Walk in that truth, live in that truth. And it's so much more fun. It took months to actually feel the sun on my skin again, but the fact that I can, I celebrate that. I celebrate being here. I celebrate connecting with women. I celebrate when you walk by your bed and you don't knock your ankle on the side. I celebrate catching the train. Like, I'm like you, it's easy to celebrate just because we're here, right? And then I think secondly is the practice. I write down my intentions every day. Like, just intentions instead of to-do list. Intentions. What do I want to feel like at the end of the day? What do I want to hit spiritually, physically? And then when I don't hit every one of those tasks on my intentions or to do, I don't punish myself for it.
Joy, what about you? What would you tell your younger self?
I would have said failure is okay, because I was so afraid to fail. I was like straight A student, 4.5, 8 activities, community leader, Nigerian daughter. It comes with so many different imperatives with timelines. And so I would have just told myself, it's really okay to fail. It's okay to not know. It's okay to get it wrong. You're going to, and you'll be okay on the other side. There's absolutely no way I would be sitting in this chair if I hadn't had a series of failures, right, that led to like what we call marvelous mistakes, and then, you know, revelations or lessons. So just being okay with getting it wrong, whether it's in like a big way or a small way, because life goes on.
And thank you to all of you for spending your morning with us and taking in some of this wisdom.